Hey there, welcome back to Manotick StringWorks. Glad to have you here. So please remember to like and subscribe for more video content. Alright, so we're back with the red Telecaster project. Continuing along, this video we're going to install these nice vintage style tuners. They've been aged, they look really good. Let's see if they fit. Alright. Alright, so first thing I'm going to check is that we have all the parts. Yeah, so we have 6 tuners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 ferrules. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws, which I think is correct. So let's have a look here. These are really nice. You know, there's this sort of aged nickel vintage split post, which I really like. Let's put one of these in there. Okay, so from the back side they fit. Let's flip this over for a second. Alright, these will look really nice. So they've got an overlap thing going on, with these. Oh, I gotta pick the right one. There we go. So you can see there's 2 different ones, right? So this one has a flange on the left, so that's gonna go to the left. This one does not have a flange on either side, so that's gonna go in between. We're gonna move down the line. So what happens is that these tuners share a screw. Oh, there's the one with the flange. They share a screw to hold them in line, like that. And if I get my handy dandy straight stick and put it like that, that's what it's going to look like. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's what the tuners will look like. Now the other part of this are the ferrules. So let's have a look at the package here. Again, these are aged as well. Really nice. And what are the chances? No, they don't fit. They're off by a little bit. So we're about 8.5 millimeters. And these are 8.81 millimeters. So about 30.30 millimeters difference. So what I have to do is lightly ream out these holes. Now you want the ferrule to be nice and snug, but you don't want it so tight that it might crack the wood. So let's ream these holes out. So you might ask yourself, what tool do you use for this? Well, you use a reamer. So it's an angled bit. This one has 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, cutting blades. You put it in the hole, it automatically self-centers, and then you start twisting it back and forth, not back and forth, but twist it around a little bit, and you can see the very fine shavings. This will generally never chip out, very rarely chip out any of the finish. Well, it's better, at least it's getting in there. Now once we're close, I'll just do like 3 or 4 turns at a time. And if I can press fit it in there with my fingers, then we know it'll be tight enough. Again, we don't want this splitting the wood or anything. It's close. So really it's just, you know, slow, steady as she goes. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I've read this out to where the ferrule is almost touching, maybe a 32nd. So what I want to do now is take a clamp, small clamp, and use some cawls to protect things. And I'm just going to apply some pressure to get that ferrule in flush. Shouldn't take much. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Take one of these. There we go. Alright, 5 more to go. Alright, that's the last ferrule installed. They look good. They're all nice and flush and tight. Now, these are not mechanically fastened with a screw or glue or anything. It's a pressure fit. So over time, with changes in humidity, the wood dries out. These might fall out. So what I would suggest at that time is just a tiny dab of CA glue on the inside of the ferrule, not underneath that ring, but just on the inside, just to hold it in place. Alright, let's do the back side. Alright, so now we need to position our tuners, and like I showed you before, we have a right and a left flange that go on the ends. Get those. There's the other flange. Just going to place these in. They all slip in nicely. There we go. And using my magic straight stick here, boom, look at that. They're all in line. So one of the things I like to do is turn all the tuning keys, so they're facing the same way. Gives you a little better visual when you're lining things up. Yeah, that looks really good. So now I need to mark the holes for drilling. So I'm going to use a pretty small bit here. This is 1/16. And I'm not sure if I'm going to drill them or mark them with a pen. Let me think on that. So what I'm going to do, so you see my stick, I'm going to straighten them out. I'm going to mark the two end ones. Just using an awl here. Right in the middle. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to take these out. That hole a little bigger. I'm using the drill bit. Again, we don't have to go deep. These aren't long screws, right? Maybe a 1/4 inch, so we'll just go slow here. Keep your drill bit at 90 degrees. If you go backwards, it helps with the getting rid of the finish. Yeah, it's important to go deep enough, at least as long as you drill your screw. Because then your screw won't bottom out. Alright, so let's put that one in there. Let me get a screw. Screwdriver head. It's always fun working with these little ones. Always, because we're pressing down quite a bit here, I'm always supporting the headstock as well, right? Okay, I'm going to get that so that it's on. Then we're going to place the other ones in again. It's our last one. There we go. I like that position. Still could go in a bit. There we go. Now I'll mark the end one. Put that in position. Okay, I've got the other end drilled. Tighten that down. Again, supporting the headstock. How does that look? Yeah, these are all moving around a little bit. Gonna loosen that off just a hair. And get these all touching. That's it. Okay, now I just have to mark the location for the shared screws, make sure they stay nice and straight. Alright, so here's the last screw. A shared hole. Everything's looking good. Go slow here, you don't want to strip out anything here. Alright. Just going to give it a little tighten. There you go. That looks really good. Alright, so another step in this project done. Probably do the pickups next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Take care.